Hello and thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We're www.propertyforsale.marche. That's property for sale marche.com, and Marche is spelled M-A-R-C-H-E. That's M-A-R-C-H-E. propertyforsalemarche.com. We're in the central Italian region of Le Marche today, just outside Loro, Piceno, a prized hill town. We're here to show you a new house on our site today. House was newly restored in 2005. Structural work done, finish work done. You'll see from the rest of the video, we'll take you through the interior of the house. Today, right now, we're going to show you the grounds. Today's a beautiful day. Fig tree. There's a small garden shed amongst the olive trees. The house has a mechanical gate, an automatic gate that enters from a provincial road, so your access here is outstanding. Like a lot of houses in Le Marche, during the restoration, an architectural characteristic that was left for decorative purposes is the external staircase, which is very common to early Marche architecture in the beginning of the 20th century. You just see the house has a spectacular, nearly 180-degree panoramic view. The owner tells me he's counted nearly 20 hilltop towns that are visible from the plot. We see actually hilltop towns and cities that are well down into the southern part of Le Marche, in the province of Fermo. We're in the province of Macerata. Speaking of which, we'll get over to the other side of the house, but right there in the view is the capital city of Macerata. So again, a spectacular panoramic view here. Again, nearly 180 degrees. Just beautiful, four-season beautiful. Very quiet. There's a little bit of wind today that you could feel, a gentle breeze. The plot here is very well defined. You'll see it on our website from some of the drone photos. Very discreet, manageable plot size. About 4,000 square meters. Just absolutely beautiful. House itself is a classic Marche house in terms of how it's been restored. It's a 3-bedroom house. It's really nicely kitted out, very good finish materials, very good kitchen, which you'll see in just a moment. A real feature here is the pergola, which is the open-topped terrace area with the columns. Just a great place to spend your mornings, afternoons, and evenings, so just a great place, period. You see the views here are just spectacular from the table. Again, like I said, great views from the table. Out over the little wood store, another garden shed type building. You can see some of the olive trees on the plot. Now what we'll do is we'll head inside and we'll show you some of the nice things about the inside of this terrific house. Okay, we'll have a look inside the house. In this particular entrance, we enter into the kitchen. We'll come back to that in just a second. We want to give you the full view through the house. We're going to turn around and show the kitchen. Marble countertop, excellent quality cabinetry and shelving. We've got a fridge with a freezer. We've got a dishwasher, very modern cooktop hob setup, 5-burner. So again, a very contemporary kitchen. And here's where the house starts to get into the contrasts. With this very modern kitchen, there's an old throwback. This old cornerstone from one of the iterations of this house in its history, from 1898, where on this ground floor there used to be a big bread oven. And the bread oven now forms part of the aesthetic look of the kitchen. And then you'll have to ask us what the actual use is of that old oven. It's a very funny story. What's really nice for architectural interest is you see there's a big rectangular opening. Very modern, contemporary architectural touch. However, it's topped off by a really old lintel. And then also architectural interest, again being served by a nice step down from the kitchen into the dining room, where you could have a table for a minimum of 8 people in this space. It's a really big space. Call your attention to the old beams that have been repurposed in the restoration. Restoration was completed about 15 years ago. There's a big double door. And here you can also see some of the pleasures of having a house in the Marche. It's called an alternate form of transportation. Nice exposed stone walls in certain places, done discreetly. Those stone walls add some warmth, as do the old Coteau tiles that are on the floor. We then come through another big rectangular archway with the old lintels, and that brings us into a sizable living room lounge. And the thing we really like is when we go back to the kitchen and stand with our back to the countertop, we look completely through the house out to the view. Small little utility feature here. We have a small laundry area, and then also a WC on the ground floor, which is always very useful. All the internal doors are hardwood, custom made. There's this really cool column with a massive old beam. Adds a nice, again, rustic touch to a very contemporary layout. And then, as you saw before, the pergola, looking out at the spectacular views. You'll see in our description a 16 kilowatt output wood-burning stove that literally, for much of the winter, this can be the unique heat source in the house. All the windows and doors are high-quality double glazed. And this gives you a look back towards the kitchen. So again, you look through the entire house all the way out to the view. And now we're going to take you upstairs. Okay, we come up the circular stair, which was intelligently designed here to minimize the staircase footprint, but it's not one of those small, thin ones. It's a nice, big, open one that's very comfortable to transit. We come up to this landing, which is an ample-sized landing, and on it we have all of the bedroom spaces, and we'll show you each of those in just a moment. The guests, who may be comfortable to the extent that they won't want to leave, beautiful beamed ceiling. This is guest bedroom number 1 of 2. We come to guest bedroom 2 of 2. Again, beautiful sloped ceiling, beams, old brick accented walls. You saw outside the old traditional Marche external staircase. That's the door that leads to that staircase, a decorative component now. The 2 guests' bedrooms share a really big, well-equipped bathroom. Enormous shower stall. Beautiful views, so when you're having your moment of zen, you can turn right and have a good look out the window at the view. Excellent quality, finished materials. And again, as I mentioned, a really big shower enclosure. And then finally on this floor, we have the master suite, the Coteau tiles, the beam ceilings, double aspect windows, excellent views. Insect screens are in all the bedroom windows. And then here we have the master bathroom, which is comprised of a very comfortable shower enclosure, towel warmers, and the toilet. Thank you again for watching our YouTube channel. We're propertyforsalemarche.com. That's www.propertyforsalemarche.com, and Marche is spelled M-A-R-C-H-E, propertyforsalemarche.com. Be sure to click on the link with this YouTube video, and we'll be able to get back to you with any information that you might need over and above what you've seen in the video. Thank you again. We hope to see you soon in the Marche.